Hello, I'm Gwen Griffin from Old World Foundation, and I'm here today with Neal Aspinall to unveil the new artwork that he created for our Sunset Soiree Fundraiser, which will be held virtually this year on August 8th. You can see the beautiful poster right over my shoulder, and it depicts children, school-age children, playing historic games in front of the Raspberry School at Old World, Wisconsin. And this was the theme this year, is children's programming. So that's why Neal created this poster with children. So thanks for being with me today, Neal.
No problem. Happy to be here.
Great. We're happy to do this interview. So tell me a little bit about yourself and how long you've been an artist.
I've been an artist I can't remember not being an artist. I've always been one. I was the youngest of 4 kids, and all 3 of my siblings were artists. My dad was a draftsman. There was just always art supplies around and always creating things. So really, it's as long as I can remember.
Wonderful. Well, how did you get started in your business?
My older brother, who was a lot older than me, became an art director, and so I always kind of leaned toward the advertising and print world as opposed to fine art. So I was very interested in graphic design, art direction, printed advertising, illustration, and so that's the direction I went in.
Okay, interesting. Well, you have a very unique look. You know, your artwork, I think I told you last year when I was in Florida, I saw one of your posters and I said, that's got to be Neal's. And when I went up close, sure enough, your name was on it. So you definitely have your own style. What types of projects do you enjoy doing the most? Do you enjoy landscapes or buildings or people? And you design logos too, right?
Yes. My school that I went to, the Art Institute of Colorado, was a two-year year-round school, very intense. They forced you to take everything: advertising, typography, graphic design, illustration, photography. So that was a big plus later, the fact that I can design a poster and then illustrate it also, and my knowledge of typography is very helpful. So I like to do the whole everything. I started out right out of school. I worked at 2 different art studios, commercial art studios in Milwaukee, and I was mainly a graphic designer, but I would do my color comps and roughs so tight that it was almost like final art, and then I just kind of gradually migrated over to illustration.
Nice. Did you have to, I mean, how did you publicize that? Did you have natural clients that, you know, how did you start advertising that you did this?
Well, the first 9 years, I was, like I said, I was at commercial art studio, so I really learned the business from some of the best veterans in the business. And then I went out on my own in 1994 as a freelancer, and a former sales rep where I worked joined a freelance group and invited me to come along. So that was a good way to make the leap into freelancing. I started out with 0 work, and it was kind of scary, and just knocked on every door, sent out postcards, and then eventually you build up a name, because I really didn't just focus on one style at first. I did just pretty much everything. And then like winning awards, get your name out there, getting on the covers of magazines and advertising campaigns nationally. People see those, and kind of everyone in the business is kind of connected and kind of knows what's going on out there. So you gradually move up in the world that way.
Wonderful. Great. So last year you designed our first poster for our first event, and it was a picture, an image of Clousing Barn, and that was our our theme last year. We raised money for repainting the exterior of Causing Barn. And now, of course, this year, you've done this one. So is there anything in particular that you've enjoyed with these projects and you know, the historic buildings at Old World?
It was very exciting because I love Old World, Wisconsin. I used to cross country ski there every winter when they used to offer that, those the groomed trails. So I've always liked the facility. I love visiting there. And I was very familiar with the Clousing Barn too. So it was very exciting to show that and all the different buildings now. Hopefully it'll be an ongoing series like you mentioned. So it was very exciting.
Great. Yeah, we're hoping that this will be ongoing because our plan is to hold Sunset Soiree every year. And like I said, unfortunately, this year it'll be a virtual event, but you know, we're still proceeding. We're still going forward. So how can people get in touch with you or see your other work?
The easiest way would be to see my website, which is Neal, Neal, Aspinall, Aspinall.com. There you'll see my entire national advertising portfolio, as well as all of my Lake Geneva area, Walworth County projects. And then logos, posters, icons, I've done a lot of private commissions for homes around Geneva Lake and the surrounding area. And then, of course, I'm on Instagram and Facebook. I post images there a lot. I have a newsletter. I guess that's basically it.
Wonderful, great. Well, we appreciate you talking to me. I appreciate you talking to me today, and I think that everyone will learn something. It's fun to learn about people and what they do. And I'd like to remind everyone to visit the Old World Foundation website for information on our campaign to raise money for children's programming in Old World, Wisconsin. The campaign will raise funds for on-site and newly created online programming, and we hope to reach our goal of raising $25,000. We do have 2 generous donors who have provided matching funds. So all donations up to $10,500 will be matched. And then our live virtual event will take place from 7 to 8 p.m. on Saturday, August 8th. And you can visit oldworldfoundation.org/sunset-soiree for all the information on that event. So thanks again, Neal. It's been fun to talk to you.
Thanks for inviting me to for this interview.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Wonderful. So until next time.